Top 10 WWE women wrestlers hired for looks or wrestling ability? Which WWE female wrestlers are hired for their looks, and which actually have experience in wrestling? Well, for as much as you'd call WWE wrestling, since it's more about the entertainment value than it's an actual sport. Unless you're fighting The Rock, in which case shit just got real. Anyway, it's safe to admit most WWE female wrestlers seem to adhere to a certain body type, which makes you wonder if this would ever get priority over the talent and abilities. Wonder no longer, because it does get priority over it. In fact, it gets priority over it many, many times. You can teach a hot chick to wrestle, but you can't turn an ugly wrestler hot. This form of entertainment has picked its priorities. Not saying we should agree with it, but that's how it is. Number 10. Charlotte WWE. At WWE Hell in a Cell, we witnessed an amazing match with Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks inside Hell in a Cell, with Charlotte weirdly walking out the victor in the match. A lot of people have questioned this move by the WWE, as there is simply no reason to keep giving Sasha Banks a championship, only to take it back from her a few weeks later. The fans are tired of the hot potato title runs, which WWE continues to do. In fact, it seems Banks can't even defend the title at all, but they purposely allow Charlotte to retain a lot. Since her father had a career in wrestling also, Charlotte learned the trade from a very early age on. Hired for her wrestling abilities. Number 9. Emma WWE. Emma burst onto the scene in WWE NXT as a bubbly mat specialist with an awkward dance move that captured the hearts of the NXT universe, not to mention Santino Marella. Emma flirted with championship gold numerous times, most notably in an NXT women's title match against Paige at NXT, a rival that set an early benchmark for the female athletes of the next generation. While Emma has been in the ring before, and she has quite a bit of wrestling experience, WWE hired her purely for her looks and hasn't really let her shine in the roles they've given her. Maybe this will change, but for now she's mainly eye candy. Number 8. Paige WWE. WWE suspended British star Paige for her second violation of the company's wellness policy, but she fought back on Twitter. The 24-year-old, from Norwich, England, received a 30-day ban alongside her boyfriend Alberto Del Rio for her first contravention of the rules in August. Paige posted the tweets after a short statement was published on WWE.com, which read, WWE has suspended Saraya Jade Bevis Paige for 60 days effective immediately, for her second violation of the company's talent wellness policy. Both her parents wrestled and she's been training to enter the ring since she was 10. Hired for her wrestling ability. Number 7. JoJo WWE. JoJo made her first WWE appearance on WWE Main Event in June 2013, dancing onto the scene with her Total Divas co-stars, the Funkadactyls, and singing Somebody Call My Mama during Tons of Funk's entrance. Don't mistake this petite wonder as just another gifted singer. JoJo is also an accomplished dancer and athlete. With fellow newbie diva hopeful Eva Marie by her side, JoJo made her reality TV debut a month later on S Total Divas. It was on that breakthrough hit where the WWE Universe was able to get to know this spunky newcomer. Eager to live the life of a diva, JoJo left home for the first time to immerse herself in WWE, with former Divas champion Natalya as her mentor. Granted, she's only a ring announcer, but she's generally considered to be a very bad one. It's been assumed that she was hired for her looks only, and considering WWE's views on women, it's very possible indeed. Number 6. Natalya WWE. Natalya's combination of beauty, talent and untamed desire continues to make her family proud and upholds the heart tradition in WWE. She is the daughter of Jim the Anvil Neidhart, which explains her tough, forceful in-ring style that perfectly complements her mat ingenuity. The Queen of Hearts also evokes her uncle Bret Hitman Hart by driving many of her opponents to submission via the sharpshooter. Pretty much all of Natalya's family have been in the wrestling game, so she has plenty of experience. She was hired for her fighting acumen. Number 5. Eva Marie WWE. It may have been Eva Marie's bright crimson locks that first drew the WWE universe to her attention, but it's her viciousness is what people will be talking about when all is said and done. A former model that traded in the runway for the wrestling ring, Eva Marie's journey through the ranks of WWE's Divas division was first chronicled on the hit reality series, Total Divas. There, she navigated personal and professional obstacles in an attempt to become the division's face. When she did finally make it to the big time, Eva Marie made an immediate impact, slapping Jerry the King Lawler across the face in her first appearance on Raw. I mean, she was in the series Total Divas. That's not a wrestling show, so it's pretty obvious she was hired for her looks. Her role has even been reduced to being so bad the audience boos her off stage. Number 4. Asuka WWE. Asuka, the globe's most ferocious female warrior, has found a home inside the yellow ropes of NXT for more than 10 years. The grappling ace decimated opponents with skull-caving kicks and ligament-tearing submissions in her home country of Japan, under the alias of Kana. After accumulating a trove of championships and cultivating a fearsome reputation, the highly decorated fighting machine was brought to NXT's acclaimed women's division in September 2015, in what general manager William Regal lauded as one of the brand's most significant signings ever. This one learned her wrestling tricks in Japan. She might look like an anime character come to life, but the girl can dish out some damage. Hired for her skills first. Number 3. Alexa Bliss WWE. Alexa has been a fierce competitor her entire life, participating in softball, track and kickboxing since her youth, excelling especially in gymnastics, and eventually becoming a Division I cheerleader. Alexa even entered the world of competitive bodybuilding, where she became one of the youngest competitors to receive her IFBB professional status. With such an incredible athletic background, it's little wonder that Alexa quickly became one of NXT's most dangerous female superstars. Though she never captured the NXT Women's title, she was a constant threat in the division, pushing the likes of Bayley and Carmella to their limits. Nope, this one was a cheerleader and bodybuilder. Nothing to do with wrestling before she entered the ring. She's vastly improved over the last few years though, so she might be a genuine addition to the roster one day. For now, she got hired for her looks. Number 2. Nikki Cross WWE. Already a gifted in-ring competitor, Nikki Cross' unbridled fury and penchant for pain makes her one of NXT's most dangerous superstars. The unhinged Cross enjoys pain so much that she has been known to bite her own hand and claw at her own face in the middle of a match. With wild behavior like this, it's no wonder she has found herself fighting alongside the chaos-inducing group known as Zanity. At first look, one might underestimate the pint-sized Scot, but that would be a big mistake. Cross doesn't discriminate when it comes to punching people in the face. Whether you're a friend or foe, this crazed competitor is chomping at the bit to attack. Before she entered the WWE, she was wrestling in the UK quite successfully, sometimes under the name Nikki Storm. So yeah, she has actual experience in wrestling. Number 1. Dana Brooke WWE. Dana Brooke has it all: beauty, brains and power, and she can't help it. Brooke joined NXT in 2013 from the world of fitness competitions. Bringing a body chiseled out of stone to the squared circle, the naturally gifted competitor picked up the ring game with ease along the way. She also developed a supreme confidence in herself. You might say Brooke's biggest fan is staring back at her in the mirror. In addition to her in-ring training, she earned her way into the Fitness International competition at the 2015 Arnold Sports Festival, a first for an NXT or WWE superstar. But now that the competition is out of the way, Brooke has turned her attention to WWE. Flexing on her way to the ring, Brooke makes sure the WWE Universe and her opponents are familiar with every perfectly sculpted muscle before the bell rings. She looks good and she's one of the worst in-ring performers out there today. Do I really need to say more? This one was hired for her looks.